Brother Mel, my good fellowman, my good kind sir, Brother Mel. They say Mel is a true patriot. They say Hollywood need to be investigated. They say somebody got to get out of jail next Friday. They say Brother Mel exposing it all. Let's get into today's video, man. And I want to send love to my beautiful family, my amazing, beautiful people around the world. And thank y'all for this kind donation. Shout out to Jill for sending this over, and we're going to check it out. And like I tell y'all, man, y'all can send anything. We'll get into it. We'll jump into it, and we will check it out. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Jill for sending this over. And let's see what it's talking about, man. And y'all have any comments, please comment them down below. We love the freedom of speech. We love people's opinions. Hey, man, everybody is tied to their own opinion, baby. So, hey, I hope you all are blessed, well, and healthy. And let's see what it do, baby.
1998 interview, Mel Gibson made a number of cryptic. In a 1998 interview, Mel Gibson made a number of cryptic references to a dark and evil side of Hollywood that he personally encountered.
When I came over here, I was in my mid-20s.
Right.
The first time I really came over here. You know, I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
Right.
And nobody was really bothering to explain it to me.
They don't.
And and I formed a bunch of opinions about the town and about the people in it that were like, surely that couldn't be.
This is deodorant, and this is...
We would get a deodorant commercial, huh? We would get a deodorant commercial.
That were like, surely that couldn't be. Because a whole place can't be like, you know, Weird Town, you know, where the stranger wanders in and all the people are in the bar and they all shut up when he looks at them and they tell you don't go to the house on the hill, and it's like that. And then you go away and you think, no, I was wrong. I mean, that's insane thinking. I'm paranoid. I imagined that stuff. That couldn't.
Do y'all hear this music in the background? It makes it even more scarier. Oh man, did y'all? And it's crazy because I was just watching Tom Holland speak upon Hollywood and speak upon, you know what I'm saying, just trying to escape and trying to just be normal, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man, how everything is just coming together, man. But let's take it in, man. My bad. Let me shut up. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Couldn't be the reason for why so and so was acting like. Could it? And then you find out later on the track that you are exactly on track with a lot of this stuff. Not specifically on track, but that you could that some of your worst nightmares were real at the time, and you think a place like this can humiliate you, and it can humiliate you. It can be humbling. I mean, it does rip your life to pieces.
Is it?
If you'll let it.
Yeah.
And it's always pounding at the walls. It's these little guys, these little heathens with no soul downstairs with horns on their head with a battering ram trying to like beat your walls in.
Now, Gibson, of course, since that interview, has met with, shall we say, some unfortunate circumstances. His reputation was soiled after 2006 drunk driving arrests when he made widely publicized anti-Semitic remarks, which have tarnished his reputation among Hollywood insiders ever since. And yet, Gibson appears to have come out from that reputational slander rather undaunted. He was seen of late standing up and saluting President Trump at a recent UFC championship fight, and he's been pictured posing with Carrie Lake in Arizona. But now we're getting reports.
I was just going to mention that, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was just going, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That Gibson is preparing to release a groundbreaking 4-part documentary series that'll shed light on the hidden world of a global child sex trafficking ring. According to Newsweek, this shocking revelation is expected to expose the industry's staggering annual revenue of $34 billion. If you can believe it, that's an amount that surpasses the yearly earnings of the airline industry. Here's Tim Ballard of Operation Underground and one of the leading figures in the global fight against child trafficking.
Ukraine. Got a phone call from Mel Gibson. He actually did the final edit of The Sound of Freedom. That's how we know each other, but not well enough that I'd be getting phone calls. And he told me that he was in Budapest at the time. This was right hours after the invasion, and he said he supports a bunch of orphans in Ukraine, and he was worried about them, and he asked if I could help get them out. So now I've got 12 from my wife, I got 13 others from Mel Gibson, and I'm thinking, okay, I got this list of kids I got to get out. I told Mel, I said, you got to help me. This is going to be expensive. I won't ask you for direct donation, but can you help me film this? Let's film what's happening so we can get people to understand and they can support us. He said, no problem. He helped us get set up and started filming. 4 months later, what I thought was going to be maybe a documentary about Ukraine ends up being a 4-part docuseries that's almost done. It's being produced by DNA Films and executive produced by Tony Robbins. That's how crazy it got and how prophetic my wife was. When I showed up in Ukraine with a list of, I think, 20 names, the Ukrainians countered me and gave me over 10,000 names of orphans that they didn't know where they were because of the chaos caused by war. And more importantly, and more frightening to me, was the fact that I know that human trafficking is a $32 billion a year business. It's the fastest growing criminal enterprise in the world, and I also know how kids get forced into that market. And it's through vulnerable situations like in the aftermath of a hurricane, mostly in a developed country, or an earthquake, or in this case, a war.
Hey, gang, have you seen the Twitter thread Died Suddenly or the new movie by the same name? It really is heartbreaking to see the rise of sudden stroke deaths that seem to occur in lockstep with the tyrannical forced vaccinations of the Biden administration. And now the number of strokes continue to rise. And I'm very concerned. So here's something that I'm doing to protect myself and my family. My friends at Lifeline Screening are helping me detect my risk of having a stroke, and I encourage you to do the same by clicking on the link below. If we're going to defeat liberalism, it's vitally important that we stay healthy for this battle. Your family and your country need you to be at your best. So let me tell you, getting screened today to confirm you're healthy will bring you peace of mind, and screening that results in early detection just might save your life. So don't wait. Protect your legacy today and ensure you're healthy by visiting Lifeline Screening right now. Securing your health is just a click away.
Don't let toxins build up in your body. Try this.
You got the, And then here come the next health commercial. Yes. Got to get it in, family.
He's absolutely amazing. He's a former CIA and just a click away. Again, that was Tim Ballard. He's absolutely amazing. He's a former CIA and DHS special agent, and now he's dedicated his life to rescuing children from human trafficking, which, of course, is happening in Ukraine, as he pointed out.
It's crazy,
and
man.
It's happening more than any one of us could imagine in our worst nightmares at our southern border, thanks to the deliberate incompetence of the bumbling Biden administration. But as you could see from that testimony, Mel Gibson, behind the scenes, is on the forefront of these rescue operations, which may indeed involve the release of this documentary, that according to Newsweek. Now, you should know Gibson's publicist has denied these rumors. Obviously, he's very worried about the blowback that Mel would inevitably get from a town that doesn't appear to take too kindly to exposing some of their darker tendencies. But unfortunately for Hollywood, the genie may be out of the bottle on this one. I don't know if any of you saw the recent bombshell piece in the Wall Street Journal, a front page article exposing the social media site Instagram for being used as a platform for connecting and promoting a vast network of accounts dedicated to the commission and purchase of underage sex content. It was an investigation conducted by the Wall Street Journal, Stanford University, as well as the University of Massachusetts Amherst. And it found that Instagram's algorithms actively promote pedophilia-related content, connecting pedophiles and guiding them to content sellers through various recommended systems. The researchers...
I thought that was Twitter. The research came back and said that was Twitter. Okay, Instagram.
Discovered that Instagram allows people to search explicit hashtags related to child sexual abuse and links them to accounts advertising and selling child sex material. I mean, it was horrific.
That is on. I could swear I thought that was Twitter, y'all, because Twitter is the worst, man.
Stuff, to say the least, and indicates that something seems to be going on here. There does seem to be a kind of Harvey Weinstein-like rumbling going on here, where the dark secrets everyone knew about are about to come to the surface for all to see. So regardless of whether Mel Gibson goes through with this or not, it does appear that the cat is out of the bag, and some pretty seedy behavior among our ruling elite is about to come to much-deserved light. Hey gang, I know what it's like to feel alone out there in these turbulent times, but I broke free. If you too have been looking for a community with like-minded patriots who are serious about resisting globalism, building a parallel economy, and having intelligent and deep fellowship on a regular basis, then you've come to the right place. In my Courageous Patriot Insiders community, we're building a close-knit movement of, by, and for patriots who are breaking free from the outrage and despair cycles of the mainstream media and taking on the fight against globalism. Every week, I deep dive into the content I can't share on big tech and give you the cliff notes on the truth of how patriots just like you are building up their communities, starting patriot businesses, and fighting the woke in both public and private. All with a few history and political lessons from yours truly, of course. If you want,
But hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about that, man. It's pretty scary shit, man. I'll tell you, man. This world is crazy. But shout out to Dr. Steve, man, and shout out to Jill for that amazing request. And like I say, y'all can send anything, man. We'll check it out. We'll give you. We'll see what's really going down, man. Hollywood is scary, man. You know what I'm saying? And they say praying for Mel Gibson. Thank you for exposing the horrible facts. Like I say, Mel Gibson is a real patriot, baby. God bless. God, please protect Mel and everyone fighting human trafficking, man. That trafficking is something serious, y'all. I'm telling y'all, man. You know, it's crazy times we live in, man. You know, I wish things were ran different. You know what I'm saying? And people saw things different, but that's just like it's like talking to a wall, you know. Some people is like talking to a wall, but what we gonna do is still spread the love to everybody, no matter if we talking to a wall or not. So join the family if you are new here, and we are on the road to almost 100,000 new family members on the channel. So that is truly a blessing. So we're gonna keep going, and hey, I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace and love, y'all.